Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here with Betsy the Beaver. Welcome to day 1798 of What She Up To Now, documenting the journey, primarily the business journey, as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business, and then back and forth again during the pandemic, all the craziness that we're still dealing with the ramifications of. I think that we will be seeing the impact of the shutdowns and the nonsense for at least the next couple of decades. And we won't know how it really impacted people until all of this stuff that was set in motion plays out. I think we're going to see huge impact on people's mental health, well-being, physical health, and lack of well-being is more like it. But today we're talking about what do we create for pieces of content. Happy day after Christmas. I'm going to sneak a drink of coffee out of my Christmas cup. Ugh. Cold, but I'm thirsty. So today, for the annual challenge, the 365-day challenge, to do one thing every day that improves us, I've been asking 2 questions every day in the month of December because I want to keep it easy for us. And I don't know about you, but I've been super duper busy with the holidays and everything and with traveling. And so it made it so that I could still show up every day, work on myself every day, work on the challenge every day, but not feel overwhelmed by it. So I randomly went through and pulled out a bunch of questions. Some of them are absolutely ridiculous. As I'm looking back on and thinking about some of the questions, I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking when I pulled these lists of questions? And I guess I wanted to keep it light and not so heavy, because we've talked about a lot of big topics, a lot of important topics, a lot of heavy topics this year. And so I wanted to end the year strong, finish strong. We're going to finish strong, but in a way that is not stressful, right? Because we can be strong and not stressful both at the same time. We can create the life we want without having to freak out and stress out about it. Didn't always know that, but I know that now. And I'll tell you what, life is a whole lot better when I'm not freaking out about things. Do I still freak out sometimes? Well, yes. It's been known to happen. I have meltdowns, but not nearly as often as I did when I was younger. So today our 2 questions were, why is it called a building when it's already built? I've never thought about that, but it's really an interesting question, right? We already built the building, so why do we call it a building? So I guess you wouldn't, I don't know. That's just the way it is. I didn't research that. Maybe I will ask ChatGPT today, the AI, and see what it has to say about that. And our other question today was, what does it mean to be a person? What does it mean to you to be a person? And I guess, what type of person do you want to be? So those were our 2 questions today. For our Supersize Your Business idiom, I chose eager beaver. Now why? Because actually this is Betsy the Beaver. She is the actual beaver that I did my very first video, live video with, I don't even know, 2017. I might have shown up on a couple live videos before then, but this was one that I did on purpose. And of course I was scared, so I did it with a beaver, and it wasn't so scary. It was ridiculous and funny, but it wasn't frightening. I survived, and Betsy survived. I still have her. So today we talked about eager beaver. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how could you apply it to supersizing and growing your business? Well, I found a really good article about 10 lessons learned from your local beaver, which are almost all lessons that we can think about and we can apply to building and growing our own businesses. It just takes a little tweaking, just like with idioms. It just takes a little creativity to think about, okay, we can look up what does it mean and where does it come from, but how do we apply it to building and growing our business, or to creating what we want in the world? That's where the fun and the creativity comes in terms of how do we actually apply it to our situation, to our life, to our business. And guess what? Some of them, I just laugh because they just don't apply. They're just not appropriate. But the vast majority of them, I mean 98% plus, we can find a link to creating what we want and building and growing and supersizing our business. The other couple, the other 1 or 2%, they just are something to learn about, because the more we know, the better we are, the better we are, the better we do, and the better person we become. And vocabulary and reading and learning has been proven to be linked to success. There's not a direct correlation, because you can be super duper smart and a failure in every area and aspect of your life. And you can be super duper not very smart and be a multi-billionaire, and which means you're financially successful, or multi-millionaire and you're successful. Or you could be financially successful, you could be great in relationships. You don't have to be super smart to be a good communicator and to be a good human being. can think about that as we're thinking about what does it mean to be a person. So that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, ask. We're still working on Christmas here. Our family seems to drag Christmas out for extra days usually because we get so busy with all the relatives and doing all the things that sometimes our Christmas stuff gets delayed in opening. So a little bit later this morning we will open gifts. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Hopefully you're off from work today and enjoying the family still, or traveling. Travel safely. But I'll be with you tomorrow.